equilibrium point is still going to be where marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. So the equilibrium point of the market is still going to be where marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. So they will still produce, so profit maximizing quantity is still the same. Where MC is equals to MR. But for the monopolist market, the marginal revenue curve becomes a downward sloping curve. Not a flat line like before. So with the barriers to entry, we have monopoly. And it has a downward facing demand curve or the marginal revenue curve, which means that they can change a price, they can charge a price above marginal cost. They are price setters. When they increase price, quantity demand goes down. So just like our initial downward sloping curve in the beginning when we did markets, when price increases, quantity demand went down, right? So same thing here. Monopolists also have a downward sloping demand curve, which is also their marginal revenue curve. And when price increases, quantity demand will go down, but people still buy it. But people still buy it.
Until they get another supplier.
What?
Until they get another supplier.
Until they get another supplier, but you have to keep in mind that the barriers to entry is high.
Oh, yeah.
So getting another supplier in a monopolist industry is difficult.
Oh, I see.
Right? It's not a competitive market where you have a lot of people jumping in the industry.
How
It's,
about black market?
what?
Black market. Black market. In Burma, we have very high barrier. We cannot sell us another fund, but we import from Bangladesh, black market, and China and Thailand.
Yeah,
We use things from the black market.
yeah, black market. Black market?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, unless there's a black market.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. But yeah, so they're charging high prices. There's high barrier to entry, so people cannot enter the market. And when price increases, demand goes down, but people still buy it. Okay. So important thing to keep in mind here that price is greater than MC equal MR. But we're still going to produce where MC is equal to MR. So, so this is another firm, and now I'm going to give you numbers for a different firm. So which one of these is competitive and which one of these is monopolist, just by looking at the numbers?
First one is competitive.
Second one.
What? What did you say?
The first one is competitive.
How do you know the first one's
Because
competitive?
the price is the same as marginal revenue.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So the first thing you notice is, that's correct, that price is same as marginal revenue, so this one, the top one, has to be competitive. So what about the second one? The price is greater than or equal to marginal revenue, but it's not less than marginal revenue. Notice that. So for monopolist, price is greater than or equal to marginal revenue, not less than marginal revenue. But they will still produce where MC is equals to MR. So let's do a firm So everybody got this part? So I'm gonna erase this. Okay, I'm gonna draw a graph for the monopolist firm. Let me finish and then draw because it's a little bit tricky and I don't want you to draw it wrong on your notebook. So we have a separate demand curve and we have a separate marginal revenue curve. They're not the same. In competitive market, they were the same, right? Marginal revenue and demand were the same. In monopolist, they're not the same. Okay, so this is your average total cost curve. Where it intersects with marginal cost, it's decreasing, but as soon as it intersects with marginal cost, it starts to increase after that. So that's it for curves. Now, so this is marginal revenue and marginal cost are equal at this point. We're going to start from here, go directly on top on the demand curve. 50 quantity, the production maximizing quantity is 30. The minimum of ATC curve, if you go directly to the left, that price is 35. Minimum of ATC, go to the left, and that is 35. The next price, which is where marginal cost is intersecting with demand, that price is 40. So this is your quantity, your price, your equilibrium quantity where MR is equals to MC is 130 quantity. The minimum of ATC quantity is 140. Then you have where the MC and D are intersecting, that quantity is 150. So a little bit tricky to draw, but if you follow the guide, it should be as it is. So this is your monopoly market. Now the questions asked from this graph would be, what is the profit maximizing quantity? Number two, what is the profit maximizing price? Number 3, what do their profits equal? Number 4, if it was perfectly competitive firm, what would their price and quantity equal? Equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity B. So what do you guys think for the first one? What is the profit maximizing quantity? The same rule applies as before. Wherever marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, that's how much they're gonna produce. So in this one, what do you guys think? What is it?
130.
130. So wherever marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, that's how much you're gonna produce. So your equilibrium quantity is 130. Now, what is the profit maximizing price? Is the price $30? It's not $30. This is monopoly. What they do is, at the profit maximizing quantity, you go straight up and charge the highest price possible. So, at the profit maximizing quantity, which is this, MC equals MR, go straight up, stop at the demand curve, and go to the left, and that price, the highest price possible, would be the price they charge. So the profit maximizing price for monopoly is $50 in this case.